Hello, so today we'll be talking about the difference between performance and learning. So, one of the main ideas from this chapter is that performance is and learning are not really the same thing, even though people oftentimes mix them up. Performance is what we can actually see, like how well someone does at a skill at that specific moment, but learning is deeper than that. It is a long-term change in someone's ability, and we usually see that usually you have to infer it from a constant improvement over time, not just one good performance. A big reason this matters is because performance can be affected by a lot of temporary factors. For example, someone might perform really well because they are motivated, well rested, or getting helpful feedback. But that does not necessarily mean that they have actually learned that skill. Learning is supposed to be more permanent and stable, and it comes with practice, not just these temporary boosts. This chapter also talks about how we can recognize when learning is actually happening. There are a few key signs like improving over time, being more consistent, and being able to perform skill without really thinking as much. Also, a big one is adaptability. Being able to use this skill in different situations and not just the same condition you practice in. When it comes to measuring learning, we just watching someone practice isn't really enough. For example, performance curves can show improvement over time, which is helpful, but they don't always prove learning by themselves. That's why two of the most important tests are retention tests and transfer tests. A retention test checks if someone can still perform the skill after some time has passed without practice, which shows if the learning is actually lasting. A transfer test looks at whatever they can perform the skill on in a new situation, which shows adaptability. So overall, the main takeaway is that practice performance can be sometimes be misleading. Just because someone looks like they're doing good at practice doesn't always mean they've truly learned that skill. That's why we need better ways like retention and transfer tests to really understand what has happened. Thank you.